Hi, I'm Dr. Uma Joseph from St. Francis College. Today I want to talk about a topic which probably every one of us have experienced at some time or the other, and that is fear. You know, someone said fear is like a magnet that attracts you to the very thing that you dread. And probably that's so true for all of us. We fear about so many things that may never really happen in our life. And that happened even to somebody as great as Job in the Bible. You know, he said, "What I feared has happened to me," he said. He was worried about his children. And it says that, when he heard that some calamity had befallen, he immediately began to recall probably they did some sin, and therefore, they had to face these consequences. So fear grips us, and sometimes it even cripples us from accomplishing or achieving what we really want to do. All of us went through the pandemic, and we are all very aware of all the things that happened. But one of the things that really stands out is the fear that gripped everyone during this time. I remember probably in the month of July or August, when everyone was talking about people dying as a result of COVID-19. COVID-19 itself became a word that everyone feared. A young mother, when she just got a cough and a cold, it says that she worried so much that it could be COVID-19 that she really became sick, and they had to hospitalize her. And then we came to know later on that she died of a massive heart attack, and they tested and saw that she was COVID negative. This is what fear can do to any one of us. But why do we fear? What I want to tell you is, probably we could think of another powerful word, and that is faith. Faith and fear, both of them are powerful. One positive and the other negative. What instead of fearing, we would put our faith in God and try to get our fear out of our mind. What are the things that you fear for? One of the things, especially when we think of young people, I teach in a college, and when I talk to students, they don't attempt many things because they fear that it could end up in a failure. What if we could use failure as a springboard to achieve greater things in life? So often we say that it's a stepping stone to success. Definitely, if you keep moving on. What if Edison had just stopped and not kept trying again and again? Maybe you and I would not even have had the electric bulb that we're so familiar with today. We can just go on and on about what fear can do to us. Why is it that many people are not even wanting to enter into a relationship? Probably when you're talking in terms of marriage, there are many young people who tell me that, when you see the marriages just falling apart these days, it's better you don't get married. But I want to tell you, even fear of relationship, if you want to face that, you need God in it. When God is in a relationship, when God is in a marriage, it makes all the difference for all of us. Even Jesus was able to recognize that in his disciples, because very often he used that word, fear not. In fact, somebody said the word fear not is used at least more than 300 times in the Bible. So that itself shows that God really had, that in mind, that we would fear, and he had to keep telling us, fear not. I love what you hear about King David in the Bible. You know what King David said? When he feared, what did he do? He didn't turn to his army. He didn't turn to somebody to come and help him. He says, "When I am afraid, I will trust in you," he tells God. I think that was what kept him going when he literally faced death so many times in his life. I want to conclude by telling you this. Probably you're facing different situations which are causing fear for you. There may be many things that you're dreading which will not even happen in your life, and you're wasting your time afraid of that it would happen in your life. Probably some of us are facing a Red Sea situation. but God says that He can part that for you. Maybe you're facing a wall of Jericho in your life. God can just break it into pieces. Maybe there are giants in your life that you fear, like that little boy, King David. You can fight every giant in your life. So I just want to conclude by telling you that have more faith and fear will just flee from you.